The bones are what supports the human body. What will happen to our bodies if our bones get holes in them, like a bad radish, or become soft or brittle?
Osteoporosis is a disease that makes bones in our body become very fragile, and it usually happens to a woman. Osteoporosis is aging of the bones, and it is very difficult disease to cure. So today in Oriental Medical Digest, we'll show you how to cure and prevent this disease.
골다공증이 있어가지고
Osteoporosis is disease that comes with age, where the density of bones decreases and little holes starts forming in the bones. If for no particular reason your waist, neck, or shoulders starts to creak and your joints ache, then you should go for a diagnosis to see whether you have osteoporosis. As early discovery is uncommon, there are a lot of cases where the patients discover he or she has osteoporosis after taking an X-ray for broken bones. But it is difficult to get an accurate diagnosis for osteoporosis with just X-ray. Diagnosing osteoporosis usually involves measuring bone density and computer photographing. Bone density is index of how closely calcium and protein are packed in the bone. The higher the index, the lower your chance of having osteoporosis. So the measurement of bone density are taken of the area most prone to the osteoporosis, such as spine, thigh bones, and wrist. Computer photographing uses an equipment that lets you see the inside of the bones, something you can't do with X-ray. This method helps to measure bone density by letting the physician observe the bones and muscles around them. Once you get osteoporosis, it's hard to cure. So even if you don't see the obvious symptoms, you should go in for a regular checkup.
This patient's computer topography scans, or CTs, seem to be normal. But if there are many large holes in the bone marrow as if bullet-ridden, then the patient has the beginning symptoms of osteoporosis.
Doctor, is this true that women who are going through menopause may have a greater chance of getting this osteoporosis? And if this is true, what is the reason for this?
Inside human bones, there are cells that help develop the bones, and there are cells that destroy the bones as well. In the case of women, the female hormone estrogen becomes deficient with menopause, and thus the bone deteriorates and calcium begins to escape from the bone. This is how you contract osteoporosis.
Traditionally, for the treatment of all diseases in Oriental medicine, the prescription differs according to each patient's cause of disease and constitution. From days of old, these herbs have been preserved after cutting them with the folder chopper. The herbs are then prescribed after weighing them on a balance. This is because amount used differ with each patient's constitution and symptoms. The prescription differs according to the severity and the length of time of the disease and the patient's age. The characteristic of each herb should be evaluated before using them in the prescription. Recently, machines that can mass-produce medicine have appeared in Oriental medicine, but most places still use brewing pot. Also, the water used in boiling down herb is very important. Oriental medicine still believes sincerity and devotion while preparing the medicine is essential curing the disease. With this condition in mind, the selected herbs are boiled down.
약 나눠드릴게요. 정순이님, 이시고요. 할머니 약 드셔야죠. 할머니 천천히 드세요.
여기 있는 약재들이 골다공증에 쓰인 주요
These are the main ingredients. But many other herbs besides these are used in the prescription.
약을 같이 섞어서 처방으로 해서 쓰고는 있는데 우선 녹용은 그 사슴의 어린
Nokyong is the antler of young deer, and it treats osteoporosis by working on various hormones. Its effects have been well proven with animal testing.
결과들이 나와 있습니다.
Red ginseng is made by steaming 6-year-old ginseng. and it contains many useful elements in the treatment of osteoporosis.
골다공증에 상당히 유효한 그런 성분이 있다고 보고가 돼 있습니다. 일단은
Sokdan is the herb that joins the broken parts of the bone.
끊어진 것을 이어준다는 그런 것이 속단이거든요. 이 두충이라고 하는 약재인데 두충도
This is called tuchung. If you boil tuchung, you will notice many sticky threads inside. This is what joins broken bones and strengthens them.
끈끈한 실들이 뼈가 골절이 됐다든지 뼈를 단단하게 해주는 그런 그 약재들로 이렇게 많이 쓰이고 있습니다.
Traditional Oriental medicine usually handles most of their cases by acupuncture and moxibustion therapy. But in this case, physicians recommend medicinal therapy and exercise therapy. So let's take a look at the exercise therapy.
Lie with knees bent. And place hands on the stomach and raise head. Now lie down, raise legs and pull feet towards doors. Place hands on the stomach. Lie on the stomach and raise leg towards ceiling. Raise head. Place finger above your head. Flex both arms backwards.
Is there prevention for this disease?
대체적으로 골다공증이
Usually, osteoporosis can set in slowly from the age of 30. You should consume plenty of milk and beans and do a lot of bone strengthening exercises from a young age. This way, you can prevent osteoporosis.
골다공증 예방에 상당히 도움이 많이 되겠습니다.
Osteoporosis is very difficult to cure, and so prevention is very important. Strict controls should be practiced from a young age. To maintain healthy bones and body, proper amount of foods rich in calcium, healthy diet, and simple and light daily exercise is recommended. This will strengthen the muscles and joints and enhances our immune system.
Osteoporosis is very slow process disease and it may sneak up on you one day without a warning. So let's be alert and take prevention by taking proper amount of calcium and exercise daily basis. Thank you very much for joining us today and see you again next time.